Tell me what you do on a Sunday.
Hey, it's Faye. I know I'm late. I wasn't gonna do a trash talk video on Singles Inferno Season 3, but the request I've been getting has been on high value. So I'm here to give my 2 cents that no one but some people asked for. First, I think it's important that I give my first impression of the cast because I started the show a little late. And I mean, it grew over time, but one thing collectively that we can all agree on, but we're not gonna say because we are too nice, except me, it repeats like clockwork. The amount of nose jobs in the house is insane. I have nothing against PS plastic surgery, but to the point where I just craved to see someone average, someone organic, and like every day. It just reinforces like everyone gets plastic surgery to look super hot or to have this like certain look to be on this show, but I'm like, dude, just bring on people who are normal. That will be a shocker, a crowd pleaser, especially internationally, to see a natural Miss Girly for once. I'm just saying, I've been to Korea multiple times, and most girls and guys on the street, they're just average looking people like us and beautiful at it. That's just a note for Netflix, the producers. Thanks. I say all this, but at the same time, I'm like, the bombshells this year was not it. I'm just joking. Everyone's super beautiful, especially the girls. They are to die for. The men, delicious. Good enough. Don't listen to me, I don't know anything. Okay, quick first impressions of everyone, and you might not like what I have to say. And we're talking episode 1. Gyuri. I love Gyuri. When I first saw her, I was like, who ought to piss this girl off? Why does she have a bad attitude? She's so stuck up. I just don't like the vibe she's giving. She's giving that side smirk, that's her look. And when I heard her call herself number 1, like no one can outcompete her, loud, embarrassing. I could never be that blunt unless I just lack like self-confidence. I mean, that's not true. I would bury my face saying that loud. Very like cocky-ish way, like I'm number 1. I did at first see her as the Gia wannabe, and I just want to say I changed my opinion over time. Okay, this is just my first impression of everyone. She just seems like a person who just doesn't lift a finger, stands with her legs bent like that, like one leg bent, like she on set. But it turned her out to look more awkward. Listen, Linda, again, I do change my opinion over time. Okay, don't get on my back about this. When no guy picked her the first round, it was like puzzling to her. She was shook. She was confused. It was shocking. Welcome to the real world where other hot people exist, unlike us peasants out here. Hayeong. Okay, I'm gonna butcher names. We already know that, please. But Hayeong. She's super cute, very likable. I think my first impression on her stayed the same throughout the whole like season. She had a really good personality, good attitude. And yes, throughout the show, you do see how cheerful she is. Every guy's dream. I mean, it is almost borderline annoying, but not like Minji annoying. Girl, I cannot stand Minji and her nasally laugh. Why? Minwoo, super cute depending on the angle. Jinsuk, super cute depending on the light. I actually really like Jinsuk and Minwoo. They're in my top 3. Jinsuk is just like super trustworthy. A man of a man. If a man could have a man, it'd be man Jinsuk. Okay, Minyoung. Chesty Bessies out and about. They're searching. Girl, I've been there, done that. We all know what you're trying to do here. And there's no shame in that. As long as you're confident, go for it. I'm all for it. She was not afraid, although she laughed at everything. Especially in the first episode, like the first impression, she just laughed at everything. Call me a hater, but I truly cannot stand girly pop who try to find everything funny because there are male figures in the building. My homegirl was really displaying symptoms of top tier pick-me syndrome, and I wasn't gonna say anything. In that scene with Jinsuk and her in the pool, skin to skin, burps to back, whispering and tingling in all sorts of places that we may not know, but we know. You know, with the pool closed off like that, I would have been doing dolphin dives. I would have been playing mermaid. See, this is what I mean. If they had brought a natural, organic, everyday, average girly pop onto the show, I bet she'd actually put her head underwater and take a swim. Why does no one take a swim? She'd probably wear goggles and take a swim. Gwanhee, oh my god. I just want to preface by saying, I'm gonna go hard. You may not like it, you may not agree, but I know you thought it once or twice. Maybe it keeps you up at night. I'm gonna say what everyone's talking and thinking about because he is okay. We're not gonna go there yet, Faye. Relax. First impressions, okay? We're sticking with the first impression. My first impression of him really does not align with him over time, but again, stick to the script. I'm embarrassed to say that I thought he was charming. He was cute. He was like the ugly cute. Like he's not like a cute, oh my god, so handsome like Minwoo. But he was just like the ugly cute. That's like attractive in a way. And the reason why I liked him was the fact that he looked average-ish, like a shy guy, goofy. Like he just gave me goofy vibes. Even though at one point he was shy and down to earth, like what is wrong with me? And I was shocked that he was 36 too. I mean, a lot of people were in the 30s. And I was like, oh my gosh, Singles Inferno, because I think in the past 2 seasons they have people fresh out of the womb, like early 20s. So now seeing like people as a 36-year-old on this show, like he should be embarrassed of himself. You are a grown-ass man. I'm just gonna prep you for what I'm gonna say a little bit down the road in this video. You stand by. Insecure manipulator. Manlip? I'm going to war, so just be ready. Either you're gonna side with me or you're gonna be against me, but see you on the battlefield. Hajeong. I know this is gonna sound rough, but I'm gonna be really honest. I didn't really like her too much. She had this like very competitive demeanor. I just got mean girl vibes. I was like scared of her. And before I realized this was actually her charm, and it is true, it really is like her spark. You know her like head tilting thing? Like the... I told my sister when we were watching, I was like, you think she does that because of her nose job? Because it's very straight on, almost Michael Jackson-esque. Very like angled upward if her face was normal. So if that, I thought that's why she tilted. Seriously, none of that matters. She is just so funny. Even though she gives like mean girl vibes, at least she's like true to her character, and I can highly respect that. Hajeong is the realest. She just seems so unapologetically herself. It comes off really cute. So how can you like not like her? And if you do not like her, then like, I understand, maybe it's like the mean girl vibe. She just has a strong personality, and a lot of people think that's intimidating, including myself. She's the truest to her character, and I like that. Seein, her. She also gives me like mean girl spidery vibes. Like at first, like they knew each other, Hajeong and this girl. So I was like, oh my god, girls are fine. Seeing Seein, okay, I'm so sorry. Seeing her character develop throughout the show, you do feel like really bad for her because she is just like so shy and like quiet. At one point, she was my favorite. Again, first impressions, she just gave off rich girl, bossy, but shy and nice. But will also make you feel insecure for your childhood and the way you were raised. A little bit judgy. I see her straight out of a K-drama in real life. Maybe a little passive-aggressive, jabby. And once in a while, she likes to remind you that she's not your friend, she's actually your enemy. But it's so nice and shy. I'm way too invested in this. Wonik. What? How is he so strong? The only question I have is how is he so strong? He looks like a tiny little frame. He out here benching 300 or something. What does he eat? And can someone just get him a better razor? He just needs to shave that thing off. Because he looks like a bum. He really looks like he's been stranded on this island. Speaking of, he's a real estate agent. He's cool. I thought he had the coolest job out of everyone. I was like, now that's a man with a job. At least Instagram models I hear. He's a job. Burr. He's a worker. He's a businessman. Minwoo. Oh my god, thank god, another guy who actually has a real job. Love the man. He's so sweet. He's so gentleman. I really wish he'd get more screen time because he really is a sweetie guy. He's just the type to put you first before him and take care of you. Okay, Popo. Usually I just call him policeman. Honestly, in real life, I usually would just swipe left because red flag, policeman, you know, with those kinds of weapons. But Minwoo has been feeding us and we've been eating that up. So kind. He's still probably one of my favorites. Like, favorite guy, honestly. Personality-wise, Minwoo. I know that a lot has happened up until this point. We only have 2 episodes left. I'm so sorry. I really did not think I'll make this video so late or at all. So I'm not going to talk about everything that happened, but I am going to be talking about the drama. Oh shoot, I forgot to mention Minji. I really liked her at first. Like, I really did. She looks like the product if Jenny and Joy had a baby. With her nose fixed and all, baby girl. But then, she started to leave a sour taste in my mouth. I think in all of our mouths. I mean, like, she's very questionable. Tantrum. All the crying she did is just showing her true colors that, like, she throws a fit when she does get what she wants. Like, in the scene where they were, like, doing the chicken feet fight or whatever, and she fell and she cried. She says she cried because she won 3rd and she really just wanted to be first. It picked her red flag. But then, I really thought she cried because she was just embarrassed and she didn't get her way. But that's just me. I totally forgot about Mr. Habin's, and that literally says it all. Honestly, I think he was there to collect his check and gain the actor exposure and bounce on that one-way ticket back home. His manager was probably on set giving him the side-eye to try harder for his future, but Habin's really out here on vacation chilling. I do hope Hajeong gives him a real chance because it's better than settling on Gwanhee. Before we get into the load of crap with Gwanhee, let's talk about Minyoung. Girl, you ain't going nowhere. It was weird because when Jinseok and Minyoung in the beginning they were getting shipped, Minyoung kept telling the girls in the canister like, no, it's just like a brother-sister vibe. Like, we're just brother-sister. It felt brother-sister. Bro. And then 2 minutes outside of the canister, she'd be like, oh my god, yeah, me and Jinyoung like that's your brother. And then like she'll have a conversation with Jinseok like, I want you, I don't want you, I don't like that we're being shipped, but I like you, but then I don't, and it's confusing to Jinseok, and then she goes outside the canister and she starts crying. Like, I know us girls are complicated, and yes, sometimes we have mood swings like that, and we don't know what we want, but like, why you gotta do us girls dirty like that? You blew our cover. I was frustrated, you were frustrated, the hosts were frustrated, we all were frustrated. She really gave me pick me and then gets picked and no longer wants to be picked me as a pick me girl until she's not picked and then wants to be a pick me. You follow? I feel like when her world is threatened by a potential competitor, aka Minji, and the man she kinda likes and doesn't like leaves, aka Jinseok, that's when she's like, I learned my lesson. I love you and me together. I think I like this little eye. I just joking, brother. It just made me think that maybe in the real world, she's just used to being chased and she can act however she wants, left and right, black and white. But with Jinseok, he has dignity. So he peaced out and said, I don't know anymore, bro. He really said, work for the scraps, baby girl. And all that to say, I do think they go for each other. I do think they make a good couple. She just has to like grow up. They could have been solid at this point. Like seriously, they could have been like the couple that we all are rooting for. We love. I guarantee you, if another man walked into the Inferno and wanted to date Minyoung or whatever, Minyoung would easily go with that guy and drop Jinsuk. But then because no guy wants her, she's like, give me the settlement paper. She's cute though, whatever. The part when Hajeong was trying to give her advice to not just try to be cute but actually like win him over, she straight up said, I'm tired of your crap, you're frustrating me, quit it. Seriously, who wouldn't want Jinsuk though? He's funny, he's charming, he has grampy vibes but zaddy lips. He owns a cafe, okay? He got the chocolate macchiato on repeat, okay? And he's like super respectful within confrontation. Something Gwanhee needs to learn how to eat up. So yeah, anyway, I did low-key start rooting for Minji and Jinsuk just because I thought Minyoung kind of deserves to be jealous. Be jelly bean girl, be jelly. And it worked. Now let's get into the man of many words and no action. The man of blurry vision. Man of love bombing tendencies to have influence and power over you, only to damage your train of thought and well-being. So he can keep you as an option in his back pocket, not his front pocket. You don't deserve that. That you work for. As in constantly reassuring him until his ego's fed. And then on to the next woman, he repeats. Bullshit. I don't understand why people... Okay, this is where I'm confused. I don't get why people are excusing this as his charm. What? How is this to be admired? It's borderline narcissistic. In the recent episode where Gwanhee was manipulating Minji by telling her who to pick to make himself feel better and his manhood a little less threatened, he was trying to control the outcome as a manipulator does. He knew Minji was wrapped around his little finger like that. So egotistic. I cannot stand him. I literally cannot. Again, the fact that some girls be like, oh no, it's his charm though, like it's disgusting. Okay? We need to check. It's just a poor excuse for a grown man who's 36. Come on, snap out of it. How are you missing this, Minji, Haesung, and Hajeong? Get a grip, okay, girl? For a little bit, I actually thought Hajeong and Haesung got a grip. But they lost the grip. Remember when they were bashing his actions in the girls' club canister along with Gyuri? At least Miss Gyuri said, nope, not for me. And to add, since we're talking about Gyuri anyway, it's funny how she really did hit rock bottom from episode 1 and got checked real quick and realized that looks really don't take you to paradise. And that's when she turned a page. I started to like her. I like her personality with Minwoo especially. I don't know what it is. Maybe it really is this like foxy eye charm enticement she has. She's just like, why? Why do you feel that way? I don't think so. My sister actually doesn't really like Gyuri, but no one cares about her faking. Anyway, back to Mr. Insecure. I call him insecure because he's always trying to ask questions to get ahead. His ego reaps it. He's like desperate to hear that he's in first place. Or like he's the only man out there. Like he's the only guy wanted. You're wanted in jail. I cannot stand that he gets a kick out of it. And it's just exhausting. Like mentally draining. He's always trying to get in the girl's head so he's in the lead. At first, I really thought, okay, he's really insecure. It's for reassurance that he's like the one. But I think now we all realize that he's just hungry. Gotta feed that ego. And the fact that his feelings faded or drifted because Hajeong put him in his place, he did not like that. And that's the real truth. I don't care to say, oh, it's because your personality is different. You changed. No, Gwanhee, we all know you don't like being put in your place. And she did just that. He's a man who can't take criticism, obviously. I don't think he can handle his pride being hurt. And then he won't even fully reject Hajeong because he wants to give her false hope by asking stupid things like, who do you think I'll pick? Wink wink. Just in case he needs backup for when Minji and Haesung snaps out of it. Although I don't think Minji's gonna snap out of it because she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm serious. I'm just saying things that we're all thinking. Fine. I'll take the fall for it by myself. It's fine. Okay, now let's get to the juicy stuff. When Minji took Minkyu to paradise, which she was told not to do, or highly advised not to do, from the one and only Gwanhee. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. It's not who they actually are. I don't know them. I'm just basing my opinion off of what I'm seeing, okay? Thank you. She was scared that Gwanhee was gonna play her hard and fall for Haesung. So I think she did it to either like one, protect herself, which no, or two, it was to make Gwanhee jealous. And that's the one I'm running with. Let's be honest. She wanted Gwanhee to see Mr. Policeman and get a sense of jealousy. We're girls. It's girl math. But then knowing Gwanhee, he'll use that as his reason and his like scapegoat to why he decided to hop into the tub with Haesung. He even said that he was just gonna stay closed off to Haesung because he's gonna go with Minji because she puts in efforts and kisses his feet and makes the first move. That's all he talked about all season is he likes a girl to do all that stuff for him. Boy, whoever kisses his feet the most is the one who wins. And sadly, these like really well-rounded girly pops are actually like falling for this. But we get it. It's like the bad boy vibes. It's the push and pull that gets us our highs and lows going. It's the roller coaster ride that we signed up for. Gwanhee's ego is like that one brain cell that can't stand straight and blows in any direction because it has nothing to lean on. Okay, now this is just like my live reaction. I wish you guys saw and heard what I was saying as I was watching this. The helicopter scene when Minji poked him on the heli with Haesung sitting on the other side of Gwanhee. Except Haesan did not care. She was like, in her own world, queen, we stand. Ma'am, Minji, you cannot do that. You cannot be poking around like that. Then pinching him and grabbing his shirt and like shoving him back and forth a little bit. All for the attention, girl. All for the attention. I was cracking up so hard because Minkyu's side eye, trying not to look, face front and was just like, and then she cries. This really confirmed that this girl has pretty privilege. She's never felt rejection in her whole life. Although, okay, I will say, I did feel bad for her. She said she cried because, I don't know, he was so sweetie guy and treated her so nicely and sweetly that morning and then cold turkey by 3 p.m. She just wanted to reheat that turkey. But it stayed frozen, girl. It was not thawing. Policeman is like, bruh, take my shirt. Just do it. You are embarrassing me.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
Unbuttoned his shirt. Take it off. To give to her as Kleenex. To wipe that off your face right now. I do not want to see that. You are embarrassing us. I don't mind my shirt getting wet. Just use my shirt. No defense at all. Nods. Proceeds. And I'm just saying this, we weren't laughing at like her feelings being hurt. I think we all were just laughing at the situation. Just so shocking and like jaw-dropping unexpected. Soon after that little thing happened in the heli, Gwanhee said, looks like we're starting and ending this together to Haesan. All while Minji was next to him. And honestly, like Minji was too busy like wiping her boogies off. She probably didn't register what was going on and what he said anyway. But I was like, ooh. It's okay, Minji girl. Like, he'll turn back to you in no time. By tomorrow, when you just suck it up to him again, it's gonna be all in for you again. Don't need to cry, bestie. Let's be honest. He shifts hot and cold depending on the weather and what side of the bed he rolled over that day. Is he a Gemini? I'm a Gemini. And I do that when I'm PMSing. Any man with that behavior, if you clock that in real life, you'd be drained to be in a relationship with someone like that. Be honest with yourself. So stop calling him cute and charming. Like, what? He's toxic. The man is toxic. And then as soon as they get off the heli onto the dinner date with Haesan, all he asked about was wonik. Real estate man. That's like the first thing out his mouth is like, would you go back? Like, can I ask you one thing? Dude, wonik this, wonik that, wonik this to Haesan. Oh my god. I think he's in love with wonik. When Jin Kyung, the host, I love her. She's my favorite. She asks, what do people see in him? Like Gwanhee? The host dudes say it's because he's not trying to be cool that makes him cool. And that's what draws people in. As if this is to be admired. Like, I get he's out of the box. People don't really get to see that, especially on TV. So it's like, oh my god, like how can he be this way on national TV, international TV? And yes, while that could be appreciated to see like a realistic person, like hajeong, there's just no way to be giving this guy yellow and orange flags. Borderline, okay, he's like a little toxic, but we like him. No! He is straight up to be warned of. Deathly red flag. Blinding red flag. Blaring alarm system red flag. Anyway. Oh, Minwoo, the shy guy. I was truly rooting for Minwoo and she. Like, they made their story sound like this, just like this devastating Romeo-Juliet story. Oh, you can't help but just feel for them, you know? But then I started rooting Minwoo with gyuri. Like, Minwoo was always her first pick. Then, after Paradise, I started to ship Minwoo back with Yoon because of their own little, like, lovey-dovey scene. I don't know, man. I just know it's gonna be ugly. In the little preview, everyone was crying left and right. Even Mr. Red Flag out here shooting some waterworks. Like, what? Maybe he has a heart after all. Maybe it's just an act out of insecurities. And I said that from the beginning. He's just insecure. He just takes it out with the constant need of reassurance and control. He needs therapy. Trust me. I know. Childhood trauma, man. So, I want to know your thoughts on Minwoo. Who do you think he goes for? And then also, what's your thought on Mr. Red Flag? Collectively. Anyway, I gotta go. It's Saturday night and I'm sweating over these randos on an island. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see me do a wrap up on the finale when it comes out, which is like tomorrow or something. I don't know. I'm excited to trash talk and gossip some more. Bye!
Tell me what you do on a Sunday. I'm tired of all these Friday nights.